Welcome back, Kevin's Mobile Repair. We've got a Subaru Forester replacing some valve cover gaskets, spark plugs, tube seals, all that kind of good stuff. Over here out of the camera view, we are taking the battery out. That gives more access to down on this side. This is the driver's side. So we'll start and yank the battery out, both 10s. Alright, this gives us a lot more room down here in this corner. I'll take out this cover right here, which most everything on this vehicle is going to be 10s. Use a whole lot of power tools because everything is tight in this area. Driver's side, I believe, is the more easier one to get to everything, if I'm not mistaken. It comes off, 2 10s, right there. And then the valve cover itself is nothing but 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 total. And then your spark plug as well. Your spark plug coils. Coils. Those are 10s that hold those on. Most of these Boxster motors are set up the same way. There's a little difference. The time and chain, if you have a time and chain, you'll know the oil filter will be up at the top. A timing belt is going to be the one that has the oil filter down at the bottom. Alright, so we're going to get these connectors off the coil. These have been leaking, so we're going to spray these off. This is one of the main reasons why you replace the valve cover gaskets. Spark plug tube seals, all the good stuff. this one first. You can't see that I'm pressing on the tab and then using a flathead to push it off the back. Well, trying to. This one's gonna be fun. It's not gonna come out. Paring needle nose pliers. Squeeze the connector. Caramba. Ugh. Not going too well. I bent it the way I didn't like to, but not much of a choice. I'm gonna use a little pick. Once we get push the connector. Man. Like that. This should coil be washed off. Move the coil plugs out of the way and we'll start getting to all the tins. Alright, up top we're going to have three down at the bottom. We're going to get from underneath. A lot easier to see. You can get to them easier too. So we can jack the car up a little bit just to get it that way. I'll probably get to it from up here, but very tight. Okay, so here's underneath. Got the one right here in the middle, the one in the front, and the one on the back. That's about the only bitch one that you're going to be able to have a problem with. That one's going to be a stubby. You can remove this one plastic cover here, but I don't plan to. But that's basically all you're looking at. So I'm going to pause again and get those two out, because I got no place to put the camera to hold it here. And then once I get the cover out, I'll show you that way. Alright, that bottom cover was, or that bottom bolt was a bitch. Had to use a what did I use? Ratcheting 10mm wrench. Yeah, that last one didn't want to come off too fun. So yeah, that's the one bolt that's gonna take the longest. Pry said cover off. Comes out like yay. Got a drain bucket under there. There's your hole. Alright, you can access those spark plug tube seals now. Should come off relatively easy. Watch it being a no. In this case, it's a no. Plier. Walk it off. Go. Like that. These are old. They are hard and stiff. Back one. Go. Off like yay. Of course, someone's doing yard work. We're going to clean up all these little components to get all this little gasket maker off right here. You'll put new gasket maker around the humps, which would be like right in here, right in here. Those are going to be your sealing components. Even though you're putting a gasket on there, right around this area here is always going to be the point to where you're going to want to put a gasket, RTV, something like that on there. A, it helps seal it up, and B, helps seal it up. Alright, so I'm going to get a razor blade, start chipping some of that out. I'm going to pause the video because there's no point in watching me scrape out RTV. And once I get that done, I'll finish up the rest. Between the frame and the engine, underneath, a lot more room. I have 3 up top. 2 in the middle. I'll double check that in a second. One, 2, and 3. The passenger side is going to be the same process. The only thing you have to do different on the passenger side will be the air cleaner assembly has to come off. Over here on the driver's side, the battery comes out. Over on the other side, the air filter housing comes off. All the bolt sizes are the same, so you don't have to worry much about figuring out which one goes where. You'll need a stubby socket in order to get to this one back here in the middle. Loose. You can practically twist them out with your finger. Which is great because sometimes those things like to lock up in there and just be a major pain in the ass day. Alright, we got 3 up top. 2 in the middle, 3 down the bottom. So I'm going to go underneath and get those 3 down there. I'll show you how to do that on the driver's side. So the passenger side is going to be about the same. The CV axle is going to be in the way just a little bit, but not too much. So I'll pause it here for a second and get up underneath the vehicle and show you what that looks like.